Hey, 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 hey. Oh my gosh, Becky. It's the first day of February 2024. What up, though? We're in the Love Month. We're in Black History Month. We are in all kinds of things here today. And we're in the HowWeFlow.Today community. It's Stephanie Stallworth, AtlTrafficLady. Welcome to HowWeFlow.Today-TV. It's our community centered around self-care, wellness, personal improvement, the art of well-being, inspiration, motivation, fitness, and just overall working on creating our dream life and let the life we dream of be our daily life that we don't have to take a vacation from. So that means improvement of ourselves in all facets, right? So we work on it slowly and carefully together. If you're just joining us for the first time, you're like, what? Go back to the videos. We've been making videos about how to level ourselves up since probably last summer. So go back and check out all the videos, but you can start right here too, because today, I have some of my resources available coming up for you here. So I'm just going to highlight a few of them. I think I got 7 of them I'm going to tell you about today. Seven of my resources that are going to help you. I talked about I was going to have these for you. So they're going to help you getting yourselves to the place or places that you want to be in your life. It's HowWeFlow.Today. How you flowing today? How you doing today? I said in the last video or 2 videos ago, if I asked you 3 times a day how you're flowing or how you're doing, you might have a different answer each time. Why? Because it ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that thing just happened. Ugh, trying to make my day terrible. And then later on you rebound. Well, it wasn't that bad. All right. So we just keep on going. We do what we can do about it and keep it moving, sis. Keep it moving, bruh, my boy. So anyway, I don't even know how to say that right. My boy. All my Atlanta people, my boy, somebody say it for me. I don't say it right. I've been trying to say it. My students say it all the time. I'm like, I can't say boy, right? My boy. No, we say my boy. That's my boy. Now they say this is my boy. My boy. I don't know how you say it. Someone from Atlanta, not Atlanta. Someone from Atlanta, the real Atlanta. Give me a lesson, all right? I don't know how to form that, my boy, out of my mouth properly. But yes, indeed. Today is February 1st. So we're going to focus on Love Month, loving ourselves, loving each other, and loving our lives. So it's like, even before today, probably the last week or more, as soon as you walk in any store, as soon as I went to any store, grocery store, department store, any store, dollar store, bombarded with hearts, red and pink hearts everywhere. You know what I mean? I'm sure you've seen it if you've been to a store anywhere. Red and pink hearts everywhere. Chocolate love hearts everywhere. Stuffed animals everywhere. Jewelry sales everywhere. Cute little cuddly things everywhere. So we're bombarded with that. Of course, St. Patrick's stuff is also in the stores. So that's right around the corner. St. Patrick's Day season is also one of my other favorite seasons, Shamrock Shake season. Hello, McDonald's. Shamrock Shake. And there had been a time, this is an aside, but there had been a time, maybe it was during the pandemic, and we were trying to find a Shamrock Shake, and there were no, we don't have Shamrock Shakes. We don't have Shamrock Shakes. And there was a website or a Shamrock Shake finder where you could go on the website and type in the location you're going to be around and see where the McDonald's had the Shamrock Shakes. And there were none around here. I'm telling you, I had to go to the Carolinas or something, or Virginia. I live in Georgia to find a Shamrock Shake. I'm like, what is going on with the Shamrock Shake shortage? So hopefully this year, the Shamrock Shakes will be mighty fine. However, it was in that time period when there was a Shamrock Shake shortage, because my son and I, we always get the Shamrock Shakes with the whipped cream on it. Every season that they come out, we always had anyway. And then I said, well, shucks, I'm going to make my own doggone Shamrock Shake, because it's really only mint flavor and green color in some creamy vanilla ice cream with some whipped topping. So you either buy store-bought ice cream or make your own ice cream if you want to. That's so simple. Cream, sugar, vanilla flavor, and a little minty flavor in there too, and green food coloring. And get that thing made. And then you could use whipped cream from the store, or you can whip your own cream, get that mixer out and whip that cream up with some sugar in it, powdered sugar in it. And ooh wee, you have your own scrumptious dessert. made from scratch. And you don't have to pay, I don't know how much Shamrock Shake is, but for the same amount of in ingredients or thereabouts, you can make a dozen Shamrock Shakes, for the price of 2. But I digress. Yes, we'll talk more about my favorite minty Shamrock Shakes soon enough. We'll save that for March. But you see St. Patrick's Day stuff in the store. But right now we're talking about love, baby. Love. Oh, sorry. All love. I'm busting up on my microphone here. I'm thinking about love. Love you. Oh, let's start with this. Love you. God bless you. Mwah. Hugs and pats. We're in the How We Flow Today community. We care about each other. We just check in on each other, see how we're doing, how we're flowing, and all of that. So we're in February Love Month, Valentine's Day month. And this month, I'm going to try to focus on some really great love songs, some current love songs, and some that don't play on the radio anymore. You got to go dig into your big brother's old milk crates full of vinyl albums. If anyone still has those vinyls, of course you can get them on the music services as well, or on YouTube. You can find some of these older videos. But yeah, some 70s love songs. Woo, I was a little kid then, but boy, oh boy, they knew how to make it back then. You don't have to be so explicit in your lyrics. You could still say the same thing without saying the same thing. You understand? Well, like what I do here, I say a lot of stuff without saying a lot of stuff. That's because I can't say everything on here. If I have a specific message for someone, they need to hit me up so I can give them the fullness of the message. Okay, all right. So yeah, I innuendo. I hint around some of the things I'm trying to say to some specific people, if you haven't noticed. But anyway, if you really want to know, hit a sister up. These are people I'm helping. I'm gladly going to help you and share the full message without you having to figure out, well, what exactly does she mean by that? Sure, that gets a little frustrating. So reach out, why don't you? And we can do the full session of helping. And clarity, for clarity's sake. Clarity is so important in communication. All right. So love songs. So I'm asking you, where are you? Do you have a love? Are you falling in love? Are you falling out of love? Sometimes people are doing that. Are you experiencing unrequited love? Here's a great lyric for that. If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you say something? That's Daniel Caesar. I think the song is Best Part by Daniel Caesar and her and Daniel Caesar on a duet. I think that's theirs. I think that's the one. If you love me, won't you say something? Say something. You dig? All right. So I'll say something. I love you. Would you say something? You love me. Great. It's Barney's song. I love you. You love me. Right? We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? There's a lot of great love songs, right? Kids learn about love early. And prayerfully, you learned about love in the right way early, right? Everybody doesn't always. All families don't always share that good love teaching and lessons. People don't always experience the good love coming up, right? Just unconditional love from parents or other family members or siblings, what have you, even from friends. So we try to help each other. If you had difficult experiences surrounding love or feeling worthy of love or whatever, learning how to give love and learning it's not transactional, I'm just here to help you. Here to help you with that. Because thankfully, I experienced unconditional love growing up, and that's been such a blessing. So I'm happy to share that information because as I got older, I learned that everybody didn't experience that. I just figured that's just how it is, but it's really not, right? So that's one reason why I'm here to help. That's why we're here at HowWeFlow.Today. Try to get to our best selves. If you love me, won't you say something? So we just keep moving on here. Going to keep moving on. We flipped our switch last year. I just flipped the switch. Flip. We flipped that switch. We always talk about flipping the switch in your mind. To get your mindset right. I got to get my mind right. And, we're going in the all the way up mindset. We're going 100%, 1,000%, 10,000, 10,000, wow, 100,000, wow percent to what God said for us to do. And that's where we started last portion of 2023. And so we're in 2024, and our mantra has always been we're going all the way up to 2024. And that's what we're doing also. So we finished the first month out. Let's coast through the first month. But now it's time to start getting into some of your personal development spaces, okay? And that's what we are going to do, flipping your switch. And so that gives us a different mindset, right? So we're trying to flip our switch to the mindset that is for, yes, I can do all the things that I want to do. Yes, I can live the life I want to live. Yes, I can live my dream life. Yes, I can invite great things into my life. Yes, I can let go of things that are negative, painful, toxic, holding me back. Any of those energies, any of those situations, any of those circumstances, any of those people, any of those anything, right? Any of those thoughts, any of those tapes I play in my head, right? Oh, I'm not worthy of this. I can't do that. We're working on getting rid of all of those things. So I'm bringing you 7 resources today that I will be posting. You'll be able to hit them up on, I'll say by Monday morning. I would say by Sunday night, but let me just give myself another 8 hours. Because I don't have a team yet. I need a team, doggone it. Who wants to be on my team? Help me out with launching all these wonderful things to grow our community. But I'm going to give myself till Monday morning. You'll be able to get these 7 resources and many others available for you guys to check out and download, right? So again, we're talking about flipping the switch and switching our mindset. And I got to ask you, did you know that the way we perceive ourselves and our abilities can really make all the difference in our pursuit of success and happiness? The way we perceive ourselves, how we look at ourselves, and how we look at our abilities, that can make all the difference in how we're pursuing success and happiness. Because if we perceive ourselves as not that great, telling ourselves terrible things about ourselves, speaking to ourselves in negative ways, that could thwart your pursuit of success and happiness, because you may think you don't deserve success and happiness, or you can't, it's not possible for you to have success and happiness. But, I always tell you guys, everything is possible. Through God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. Everything is possible. You can have that whole abundant life that you really want and that God has for you, right? So we got to think about our mindset and how to flippy the switchy. How do we flippy the switchy? So today, again, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my HowWeFlow.Today resources. And they'll be on Instagram at HowWeFlow.Today with a link to them. And also link them online on our website, HowWeFlow.Today. Instead of .com, it's .today. I think my video is freezing up a little bit. Sorry about that. But anyway, I think you can see what it is here. So listen, our first resource, I think I'm sharing 7 with you today. Here's number 1. Number 1 is the growth mindset resource. The growth mindset resource. All right. So I want you to try my HowWeFlow.Today resource, the growth mindset. So, we're flipping our switch, flipping to the better mindset than what we may have been utilizing up until this point. We're good with the growth mindset. The growth mindset. And again, as I mentioned, the way we perceive ourselves and our abilities, how we even look at ourselves and what we're able to do, that can make all the difference in our pursuit of success and happiness. In the Bible, 1 Samuel 30:8, David asked the Lord, "Shall I pursue?" And he answered to him, "Pursue." So if how we perceive ourselves and our abilities can make the difference in our pursuit of success and happiness, even if the Lord said pursue, which he did, we might not feel that we can, should, or are able to, or that we're worthy of pursuing this success, this happiness, this love, this peace, this joy, this abundance, right? So we have to have the right mindset for it, not the limiting belief mindset, but the growth mindset. So that's what this resource is here. You'll be able to download it via Instagram at HowWeFlow.Today if you follow us there, or online at HowWeFlow.Today. Again, I'll have them up for you next week. All right. So that's the HowWeFlow.Today resource, my resource called the growth mindset. So I'll think about that. Okay. Okie dokie. So write these down, the ones that you might be interested in. So when I post them, you'll know right what to go to right away, by golly. Well, let me ask you this about your habits. What kind of habits do you have? Do you have good habits, bad habits, a combination platter? Most of us have this combination platter of habits, and there's varying theories on how long it takes to form a new habit. They said you could create a habit in 21 days. And some folks say that that's a myth. Some folks are saying there's a 21-90 rule. It takes 21 days to make a habit and then 90 days to make it a permanent lifestyle change. So if there's a new lifestyle change you want to make, they say to commit to your goal for 21 days and it will become a habit. Then commit to your goal for 90 days. It will become part of your lifestyle. So we're trying to find the right combination there for you to get yourselves into a place where you're looking at some better habits. So, studies have shown that better habits can make you healthier, really in making a difference in different ways with your mentality and with you physically. And also you'll kind of increase your quality of life. So here's a resource for you guys, and it's called Better Habits. Try my HowWeFlow.Today resource. Better habits, I tell you, better habits. Let me move that thing out the way. Where's my logo? Take that down. Not that one. Take this other one. Take this other one down. Whoops. Here we go. Yeah, better habits. See, better habits. This is another resource you can download from my HowWeFlow.Today resource center. Better habits. Again, better habits can make you healthier in kind of many different ways. You might think, oh, if I stop smoking or if I stop doing this or I stop doing it. People think of what habits they want to break at the beginning of the new year as resolutions. They make them resolutions. But if you have your better habits in play, you can be healthier in a lot of different ways, including mentally and physically. As I mentioned earlier, you're going to learn how to increase your quality of life and the quality of your relationships with all of the important people around you. Did you ever think of habits and having better habits, improving the quality of your interpersonal relationships? A lot of people hadn't thought of that, but there's a lot of things that better habits can do for you. A lot of things that the better habits can do for you. So whether you do I'm going to do it in 21 days or 21-90 rule or whatever you're going to do, this will help you get your habit situation in a better place. Try my HowWeFlow.Today resource, Better Habits. Again, downloads will be available for you next week on IG, LinkedIn at HowWeFlow.Today. Follow us there, and also check out our website online, HowWeFlow.Today. Instead of .com, it is .today. So, again, it's Stephanie Stallworth, AtlTrafficLady. I'm so excited that you're here with me today on the first day of February. Love, love, love you. God bless you. Give me your hearts, hugs, and pats here in the middle of our new resources that are available. A lot of times people in this month are waiting for someone to take a particular action in their direction, right? Everybody's like, will I have a Valentine this year? Or if you have one, you think you have one, and then you might get surprised and you don't. That'll be a shocker, right? So it's like, is someone going to take a particular action towards me? Am I going to take a particular action towards someone else in this Valentine space? Who knows what people are going to do? But whatever it is that you do, you want to think about, and I talk about this, being your authentic self. Don't have to be faking for people. What they call it, doing it for the gram, faking your lifestyle, doing whatever, being whomever, social media version of yourself versus your real authentic version. I always want you to think about being your authentic self, be unapologetically you. And if we've spent a lot of time faking it till we make it, or we've made it, but we're faking how it really is, even though at home it's a whole nother deal. I want to teach you in my resource how to become apologetically you. So here's today's How We Flow.Today resource coming up next week. Unapologetically me. Unapologetically me. I want you to be your authentic self. Unapologetically. I'm so sorry. This is just how I know. Don't apologize. Be who you are. Unapologetically me. I'm going to be me. I'm just going to be me. But I'm so sorry, but I'm just going to be me. No, you're not sorry. God created you how you are. I'm going to be me unapologetically. Don't apologize for who God created you to be. Now, if you're faking who you're being, then yeah, that's not really you. But if you embrace your authentic self and say, hey, I'm just going to be who I am, and who it resonates with, it does, and who it doesn't resonate with, it doesn't, that's going to clear your decks off, and you're going to be, just flowing with the right people, right? That's how we flow out today. How we flow out today TV. I want you to be unapologetically yourself. That's going to be coming up for you next week, as well as one of the resource downloads I have for you, available via Instagram at HowWeFlow.Today. Also online on our community website, HowWeFlow.Today. So unapologetically me, that's another one. Unapologetically me. Again, don't be apologizing for being your best self, being your authentic self. That's the best kind of self you could ever be, is my authentic self. And then people embrace that, because it's too much work to be somebody else. I got to come up with a whole new persona and then keep up all the lies that go with that. It's too much to remember. It's so much simpler just to tell the truth and be yourself. Tell the truth and shame the devil, why don't you? Again, that was unapologetically me. Don't apologize. And that was going to teach you how to become your authentic self and be unapologetically you. That was that resource. Unapologetically me. That'll be coming up for you next week as well. So, we're back to flipping the switch. I just flipped the switch. Flip. So you want to flip your switch if you haven't done so already. Most of us that are here, we've done it. But if you're just joining us here recently, you're just trying to figure out what we're all about, flip that switch on your mindset, because when you change your attitude, you'll find that you're going to change your whole life. You can change your whole life. Have this whole positive mindset. So here's another resource sharing with you guys coming up soon. It's called Attitude is Key. It's going to unlock so much for you. I'm going to give you the key. Attitude is key. What's the key? My attitude. My attitude. They say your attitude determines your altitude, but your attitude is key. So this resource is all about your attitude, that positive mindset. And when your attitude is where it should be, you will change your whole entire life. Get that positive attitude, not that negative attitude, limiting belief system. We're going to free ourselves of all of that. The right attitude, right? Except you always act like you're so excited and happy about stuff. Well, I am, because I know what's possible. I've had who was that on Winnie the Pooh? Eeyore. Oh, whoa. What is it? Oh, Pooh Bear. Yeah. Or Snuffleupagus. Oh, Oscar. Who are you going to be? That one? Or are you going to be Elmo? Hey, everybody, everything's great. Or somewhere in between. But whoever it is, let it be authentic for you. But if your current authentic is an Eeyore or a Snuffleupagus, you're going to want to switch that up, because that is just not where you have to stay. Some people think they have to stay. Well, I've always been like this. This is just how I am. It's just how you've been. And then today, you can be different. Any moment, you can be different. I don't care if you're watching this today on February 1st or you're watching on December 1st and you just came across this video. The moment you decide to be different is when you can be different, just like that. And attitude is key. Your attitude is the key to it all. So again, changing your attitude. When you change your attitude, you will change your whole entire life around. So here at How We Flow Out Today, we're going for the positive mindset. It doesn't mean like everything is hunky-dory every single day, but even if something difficult, terrible, or not the best thing happens, your attitude is the key. How do I respond to what has happened that wasn't so great? I said in the other video the other day, you have to actually feel what you're feeling. So you got to acknowledge it. Yes, that kind of, I don't want to say sucked, but that kind of sucked. So excuse me, that kind of sucked. So, but how do I respond to it? Do I stay in the sucky, in the sucky energy, or do I say that kind of sucked? But, we're going to rebound from this, but I just won't do those things again to get myself back in that same bind. Or, your attitude and how you respond to these things is going to change everything. Say, oh, that sucks. That always happens to me. I knew it wouldn't work out. I knew, if you say those negative things, then that's what it's going to be. You say, all right, well, I learned a lesson from that. I won't do that again. And in fact, I'm going to respond to that now by flipping the switch on, looking at this, find a positive lesson out of it and moving forward. And then just move forward. But again, it's about your attitude. Your attitude is the key. Your attitude is the key. So that's my resource. Attitude is key. That's coming up for you also as a resource download for my HowWeFlow.Today family. You guys will find it next week on Instagram. Follow us at HowWeFlow.Today on IG or online. And the website is HowWeFlow.Today. You know, just like .com.today. HowWeFlow.Today. Attitude is key. My stomach is growling. I need some food. It's time for a lunch break in these resources. I don't have a lunch break resource, but that would be like a better habit. Like, Stephanie, you should eat before you start doing this stuff. I already finished one job doing traffic, and now I'm doing this job and working with you guys. And so I should have probably had a lunch in between, right? It's lunchtime. I think it's at 12 something, 12 or 1 in the afternoon. So there you have it. My stomach is on super growl. Hope if you hear it, you know, send me a what do you call those things? Who delivers food? I was going to say Instacart because I always do Instacart. What's the other one? I don't even know. Uber Eats. Send me an Uber Eats, somebody. What's the other one? Uber Eats and Postmates and Grubhub. Somebody send me some over here, doggone it. Because this mama's hungry. All right. Keep going. So attitude is key. That was the other resource. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered why stress and anxiety can make you feel so tired and run down? By golly, I'm all worn the heck out. It's too much going on. I gotta go lay down. I'm all stressed out. I'm all anxious about this stuff. Ugh. I'm just gonna go lay down. I have enough. Well, it happens because everything going on in your mind affects your body directly. Did you ever think of that? Everything going on in your mind actually affects your body directly. So we got another resource for you. This one's called Being Whole. Try my HowWeFlow.Today resource, Being Whole. Being Whole. It's going to help you understand the mind-body connection and help you be in kind of healthy in all kinds of ways. There's a connection between the mind and the body. So again, when you're all stressed out, you're all anxious, it's going to make you feel tired, going to make you feel worn out. I'm all run down because everything in our mind affects our body directly. And again, that's why flipping the switch is important. That's why having the positive mindset is important, right? The growth mindset. That's why our attitude is key. That's why all of these things kind of work together. So we get one of these, several of these things, work them together because it's so important. The growth mindset, better habits, and how you're doing and thinking about things. Talk about being unapologetically yourself. Easy for me to say. Unapologetically me. Another one. Attitude is key. And here is being whole. You got to know about the mind-body connection. Because if we're carrying all this stress, all this anxiety, and we think it doesn't affect our body, I can handle that stress. But can your body handle the stress? You think in your mind you're handling it, but how about we just find ways to transfer that stress and anxiety into another set of feelings that we can manage. So this one resource, Being Whole, help you understand the mind-body connection that will help you be healthy. We want to be healthy in all ways. Again, that's another resource called Being Whole. That's coming up for you also next week. All right. So it's HowWeFlow.Today, community of Stephanie Stallworth, AtlTrafficLady, founder and CEO of HowWeFlow.Today. This community was built kind of during and especially the end of the pandemic. That pandemic took a lot out of a lot of people. I'll speak for myself. It took a whole heap out of me. All right. I was just worn out. Been worn out from that thing. Like, oh my gosh. So much loss, so much of everything, right? So much separation from people, so much, right? So you understand what I'm saying. It seemed like it was so long ago, but yet some of the effects, again, we just talked about that back in the last resource, Being Whole, that stress and anxiety can make you feel so tired and run down. So if we're thinking about that, the mind-body connection, again, that is so very important. But HowWeFlow.Today came out after the pandemic, wore me out. I'm like, but I cannot be the only one who feels like this. The pandemic did that to a lot of people. So let me form a community, see if we can help each other. Like-minded individuals try to help each other to come up out of that thing and then craft and curate the scenario in the life that we really, really want. Because that was a lot. So that was a Being Whole resource. I got something else here. Anyone here like me sometimes struggle with productivity? Is productivity an issue? Raise your hand. Productivity is an issue. Always running short on time and long on tasks left over to do. I said, I need an assistant. No, I need a team. I need a duplicate team, right? Too much to do. And I feel like I don't have enough time to do it. So I got another resource for you. Got another resource for you. This one is called Simple Productivity. Simple Productivity. Let me share it with you. Simple Productivity. Oh, this is the one after that. So this is the final one we're going to do. So before that is Simple Productivity. It is really something that's going to help you because we're always running short on time, long on tasks left to do. It's going to help you realize why. I'd like to understand why certain things are happening. If I could understand the why of it, then I could manage it better and I could do something about it. I could understand it better. Whether it's something why about me or why about somebody else. I'm wondering why you do this or why you won't do that or why this happened or, any of that. If I can understand it, then I can deal with it, right? So it's going to help you realize this resource, Simple Productivity. Realize why you are struggling with productivity. Why are you struggling with productivity? Being productive, right? Understanding and realizing why you're struggling with the productivity. That's the first step to moving into a new phase of life. That's the first step. Your relationship with work and with the way you complete tasks, that relationship with work and the way you complete tasks can actually change your mental and emotional health. Plus, you'll start to see gains in your work and personal lives in terms of productivity. So it's going to share some tips for you there in Simple Productivity. It's just going to be a good help. It's just going to be a good help. It's going to help your work life, going to help your personal life, and all your productivity levels should start to improve. So I like this one. You're going to want to check this one out because if you're feeling like I got too much to do, I'm supposed to get that done today. I got to get all these things done, and then things seem like they're overwhelming. Let's start some Simple Productivity resource. Put some tools in play. So I have some tools and some tips and, just a lot of other things that are going to help you, some routines to up your spirit of completion. Lord, give me a spirit of completion. I got a spirit of plenty of ideas. I got a spirit of initiating them. I need that spirit of completion or a team to help me complete it, right? So that's where we are with this Simple Productivity. This resource also going to be available for you coming up as we head into next week. All right. So again, we're How We Flow Out Today, HowWeFlow.Today-TV. And we're back at it again, trying to become our best selves and trying to figure it out. And all the talking I've been doing, just talking, just explaining, just teaching, just showing, just encouraging you on how to do these things for yourselves. And I said I have resources for you. And I said, let me just bring the resources out. We're in the new year, it's time to get the resources. So yeah, a little preview of the other one. This is the last one. Number 7 is how to stop worrying what other people think of you. It was a little preview. I skipped ahead on the slide by accident. I need to do that. But here we go. Excuse me, try my HowWeFlow.Today resource. Let me move this logo. How to stop worrying what other people think of you. Why do we want to stop worrying about what other people think of us, Steph? Well, sometimes there's times that people or you or me idolize other people. We end up being overly dependent on these people and what they think. We dedicate our lives and whatever to make these people happy, whether it's friends, family, whomever, people you think you want to impress or whatever. And when you dedicate your life to to making these people happy, and you can only be happy yourself if you feel you've done enough for these people. Is this resonating for anybody? Because people don't talk about this enough. Let me say it again. There's times when we idolize others. We want to please others. We end up being overly dependent on them and what they think about us. We dedicate our lives to making these people happy. We can only be happy ourselves if we feel we've done enough for these people to make them happy. Meaning, them being happy determines if we're happy. Why? Because we're worrying about what these people think of us. So in this situation, the person being idolized, the person or people, family, friends, or whomever that you want to make happy so much while neglecting your own happiness. In this situation, the person being idolized or being made happy has too much control of us. It could be friends, again, family, others we try to keep making them happy. And it's to our own detriment. This resource is going to help a lot of people. How to stop worrying what other people think of you. And we always want to impress our parents and make our parents proud of us. And I'm not saying don't do that. But what is the extent of what you're doing that? Your friends, coworkers, your whomever, right? If it takes away from your own happiness, to your own detriment. Making other people happy to your own detriment is not healthy. It doesn't matter who the people are. I never want to let my parents down, of course. But then there's going to be times that you make a choice that's not something that they think is the greatest for you. And sometimes we make mistakes. It do make the wrong choice because we're learning. But in our middle age, you got to know what kind of decisions you might need to make. And you still might need advice. But let's put another factor in there. Let's put the God factor in there. If the Lord showed you something that you need to pursue, then you should pursue it. And people might not understand. I think I said this in a video or two ago. People might not understand it or agree with it, the ones that you want to make happy, and they don't want you to do it. They don't agree with it. They don't approve of it. But you know within yourself that God said to pursue this thing, right? And so now you're stuck in the place of, do I make them happy? My family, friends, parents, loved ones, whomever. Make them happy and not do what God said? Or do I please the Lord and do what he said? And eventually they'll see that this was the right choice for me. I have several siblings, and one of them decided, I'm trying to think if they were still in high school or they might have just got out of college, I forget, but they decided they were going to Germany, and that just for a visit or whatever, right? And my parents were like, you're going to Germany? They were teenagers still. You're not going on a trip to Germany? Yes, I am. I'm going to Germany. It wasn't me, by the way, but I didn't have that many guts back then. Yes, I am. I'm going to Germany. I'm going. They're like, you're not going. I'm going. And they said, well, if you go, it's going to be on you. You'll get stuck. If you get stuck, it's on you. If you this and that, it's on you. That's fine. I'm going. And they knew what decision they were trying to make. And they didn't want to try to go ahead and please the parents, right? So they have to think, I'm going to go and do whatever it is that I want to do. And so they did it. And they did get stuck coming back, but they went. They came back, and then family was able to help them get themselves back home. I think they ran out of money or something, but they went against the better judgment. But it taught them something, that don't always go against it or always have your backup plans in place, but they did it, and they were successful in doing it and getting back. But also they ended up, my parents ended up saying later on that, we learned that, they're going to make their own decisions. They're going to make their own decisions. So we make our own decisions. And that was just one facet of my siblings' personality that they didn't know about. They didn't know about. So, got to think about all of those things. All right, let me get one thing up. Stand by to stand by. All right, sorry, my son needed something. Speaking of siblings and parents. But anyway, yes, indeed. So they learned, I said she, that's my sister, she had her own ideas of what she wanted for her life. And she's been traveling ever since. That's what she does. That's what she does. She travels. And so in traveling, I mean, we learned it early on. She was a teenager. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going. And she's been so many places ever since, right? So sometimes we as parents have to learn and understand and grow and be better at, whatever that is. So what the kids want to do, I had to learn it myself. You can't just always try to hold them down. So if you're a parent and you're trying to hold your kids down to only do what is their standard for you, it might backfire once they finally determine that they're going to do it anyway. And if you are the kid, even if you're a grown kid and your parents have a standard set for you, that what they want you to do, and that's not going to be what you're trying to do is not what we want you to do, you have to still do what is right for you, because you got to be authentically you, unapologetically you, uniquely you. I'm not saying be disrespectful about it, but what I am saying is to know your truth and know what God said is true for you and what is right for you as you're traveling. So, or doing, or going, or selecting. So that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. So, she's everywhere. That girl is everywhere. Not long after that, she became a flight attendant. Of course, she traveled everywhere, but of course, now in her own, growing up life, they're traveling all the time. She and her hubby are traveling all the time and enjoying life, because that's who she was. That was her unapologetic self, And I was thinking, how on earth is she getting away with all of that? In our strict household, what? We would never be able to say those things. She was the baby. She was the fourth child. So after two older siblings, me, and then her, I'm like, what? I would never dare say that. I would never dare do that. But she just decided to be, and she still is unapologetically herself, right? And so I learned that later in life. I was still pleasing people for a long time. And, you got to learn to not do that. Because you already know what I'm about to say, right? Whose life is it? It's your life. And so, yes, because I'm a parent and I'm a child. I'm a child of parents and I'm a parent of children. So I understand it both ways. And as a parent of children who also want to do their own thing, and I may not agree with everything that they do, I may tell them why I don't agree or why I think it won't work, but that doesn't mean it won't work. And that doesn't mean that I'm right just because I'm older or just I'm the parent. I birthed you, I this and I that, we raised you, whatever. That doesn't mean that the parents are always right. And it doesn't mean that the kids are always right. It doesn't mean that anyone is always right. But if you hear from the Lord, you hear from God, and God tells you to do something, then that's going to be right for you. And everyone might not agree with it. And that's okay too. But if it's your life that you're living, and you're going to make decisions for yourself that you believe God wants you to make, and it's going to make you happy living your best life, then I say do it. I have 3 sons. One of them doesn't live in the state anymore. He decided he wanted to go do and live something and live in another state and go to school in another state and leave the nest before the other ones did, right? So I'm like, oh, don't do this and that. But no, he's doing fine. He's making his own way and doing his own thing. And as a parent, I'm not mad about it or anything. I'm like, well, I don't think this and that, maybe this and that initially, but I'm like, there's always at least one kid in the bunch of kids that's going to be unapologetically them, unapologetically me. My little sister was the one. This one child of mine is the one. And, we need more of that. So even if you're 50 and you've not been unapologetically yourself, now's the time to start. So we're going back to unapologetically me, but also these kind of overlap. This is the HowWeFlow.Today resource, my HowWeFlow.Today resource, how to stop worrying what other people think of you. And this is not just about parents and kids, but it's about anybody. It's about people in your surroundings, people in your environments, people you come across, people who have opinions on you that you don't even know. If you're out there publicly, everybody's going to have something to say about you. And if you sit there worried about what everybody says about you, you're going to be miserable. Like, say what you want to say. Everybody got an opinion. You're allowed to have your opinion. I'm allowed to have mine. And my opinion of myself is this. And even if after over time, I realized I was wrong about some things about myself and what I did. So I'm changing those things. And here's my new and improved 2.0, 5.0, 10.0 version. How many times I've tried to improve myself. And I'm unapologetically me about it. And these decisions I'm making now are decisions that will affect my future in a positive way. And you'll see a new version of me that you may not even believe. Like, what? That person is changing this way? Why are they acting like that? That can't be real. But it can be real. And again, as I said before, at any time you can flip your switch. Say, okay, this is it. I'm no longer doing what doesn't serve me, starting right this second. And now I made the decision to do what serves me. Do what God said for me to do. Follow God's plan for my life instead of my own. And people aren't going to like it. Even people that are part of your life when you're doing what maybe God didn't have for you fully, his permissive will. Then you suddenly decide to go to do what his perfect will is for you. They're not going to like it. Well, it was good enough for you before. I don't know why you're acting like that now, acting all shiny and brand new. Where did this come from? Who told you that? Well, I'm just going to do what's right for me. And I really don't think that this serves me anymore. I'm sorry. I'm going somewhere. God has me going somewhere. And, everybody that's surrounding me can't go with me here. But, ask God to tell you where he wants you to go and what he has for you, because I know he's got something great for you too. But he's got something amazing for me, and I'm not going to miss it just by hanging around doing what I've been doing. And that's how you got to tell people about it, because you got to talk about it. You can't just like up and roll out, be like, deuces. You can, but it'd be great if you explained it to the people who you've been rolling with all that time in the permissive state, permissive will, and say, okay, this has been all right, but God said I got to do something else. I'm finally going to listen to him. And, hopefully we do this as teens and in our 20s, but we don't always. We get to be our 30s, get to our 40s, get to our 50s. Some people don't do it till they're on their deathbed. Okay, I'm finally going to live for the Lord. Well, don't wait that long, because then you don't get to experience all the things on earth that are so amazing for you. You get the heavenly experience, but there's some heaven on earth that God has for you too, while he has you here. So flip the switch today, why don't ya? And if you already flipped the switch and now you're dealing with the Langoliers, we talked about the Langoliers the other video, and what's lingering and you're still stuck in your past with it, just explain, listen, thanks for rocking with me like that. But, what did they say? My son had an interview and he got the email that said, we're going in a different direction. Decided to move on with another candidate. And he was disappointed at first. He was like, well, it's okay, because, it wasn't really all that I wanted it to be. So, maybe the people that you're going to tell that you're going in a different direction, they might say, well, you weren't all that anyway. That's fine, because they're not for you anyway. And hopefully they find what's for them. And it's okay. I mean, all of these things happen. But this resource here is going to help a lot of people. How to stop worrying what other people think of you. Don't worry what other people think of you, friends, family, or otherwise. Because, again, it gives this person or these people or these situations control over you. And if you're the person being controlled, with my resource here, you're going to learn all the skills you need to live life on your own terms by not worrying about what other people think of you. I'm not worrying about, say it with me, I'm not worrying about what other people think of me. Say it again. I am not worrying about what other people think of me. I'm worrying about what God thinks of me and what I think of myself. And when those two things align, all is well in the world. When the superheroes reunite, all is well with the world, right? All is well. Everything works out. So again, with this resource, How to Stop Worrying What Other People Think of You, you will learn all these skills you need to live life on your own terms and not worry about what other people think of you. With this resource, you'll also avoid many of the most common mistakes that people make when trying to live life on your own terms. By not worrying about what other people think of you, you'll notice immediate positive results in your achievements. The moment you stop worrying about that, I stopped worrying about it, turn it over to the Lord, He worked it out. Oh yeah, Jesus can work it out. Jesus can work. Come on, you know that song. That problem that I had, just couldn't seem to solve. I turned it over to Jesus, He worked it out. God already has a solution to every problem that we have or that we think we have. Shall I pursue? And He said, pursue. He's got the answer to all of our concerns. So this resource, How to Stop Worrying What Other People Think of You. With this resource, you'll avoid, again, many of the most common mistakes people make when trying to live life on your own terms. And you'll also learn to not worry about what other people think of you and notice these immediate positive results because you flip the switch just like that. It's all about flipping these switches, I'm telling you, and we all have the switches to flip. So it's yet another resource in the HowWeFlow.Today joy and beauty of our community. Okay, join our community. Why don't you? It's HowWeFlow.Today and HowWeFlow.Today-TV. I'm giving you guys love, hugs, pats. We're rocking. Oh, you're so wonderful. I can't wait to see you again. Mwah. Love. I'm giving you heart signs. I'm not on video today, but you know what the heart is, Shape the hearts and give it back to me. Send me some heart eyes. Put some love in the chat. Put some hearts in the comments. Send me a note, DM, text me, email, whatever. And because I'm putting all this love out, but I need some love back. I got a love depletion. We're into February and I got no love. I'll give me a Valentine, doggone it. Ain't got no Valentines. All right. So that's what we're doing. We are doing the doggone thing. I told you we got resources. So I'll give you, guidelines, cheat sheets, mind maps, checklists, step-by-step processes, blueprint of how to do all these things to make these changes that we've been talking about. So I'm trying to get those loaded up for you over the weekend. It's Thursday, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So hopefully by February 5th, when you click onto the Instagram, HowWeFlow.Today, or on the website, HowWeFlow.Today online, and join in the community, you'll see links to these and other resources, okay? Because again, I don't have a team. It's just me, so I got to get me a team to set the stuff up for you a little bit faster. But alas and aladdie, if I use the resource, which was the resource that I was going to use for that? Let's see. Where is it? I think I gave my son my paper. What did I do with my paper? Yeah. So what did I do with it? I think I gave him this paper and he walked off with it. How are you gonna walk off with me notes, my guy? I me Arties, I me Hardy. What are you gonna do with a scurvy pirate? Anyway, let me go back over these resources. Let me take you back to the beginning. And then we're gonna wrap it up for the day. I love you so much. Here's a message for someone specific. I have no way to reach you. That's the message. I have no way to reach you unless I see you in person somewhere. I cannot reach you. So I need you to reach me. And maybe you cannot reach me. So we got to figure that thing out. So one suggestion again is the next time I'm in your place of business, you know where I usually am when I'm in your place of business, prepare a message or a note or something for someone to bring it to me where I am in your place of business so I can communicate with you, because I don't have a way to reach you. Unless you're listening to my video or watching my video, but it's not live, so we're not interacting. So I'm going to need you to take this step and reach out. So give somebody a note to send to me or Tell me when we can set up a meeting, and then we can discuss in further detail all of the joy and beauty thereof, okay? Because I can't reach you. So if you're waiting for me to reach you, I have no way to reach you. How are we going to get that Shamrock Shake if I can't reach you? Okay. We said all the layers of interference and stuff. We've been talking about that for months. It's been going on for years now. At least a little over 2 years now. Since I can't get in messages through. It's too much scrambling going on in there. People don't want you to know what I got to tell you. But you need to know what I got to tell you. And you know that already. So if you think that I'm not talking to you, reaching out to you, I am, but it doesn't get through. And if you're reaching out to me, it doesn't get through. So we got to try to find a new way. You're smart. You know how to find a new way. All right. So I'll be at your place of business pretty soon. And when I'm there, get somebody to send me a note or prepare a note and assign someone that you trust. There's a key to give it to me. Side-eye, because too many cooks in the pot spoil the broth. All right. Now the specific message for somebody. Hopefully you get it. Hopefully you're watching. All right. So let's talk about it. Let's just recap, review. See if you guys wrote these down or if you remember them and how they're going to help you help yourself and help me help you. So again, we're going to try my HowWeFlow.Today resources. And again, Lord willing, I'll have them all posted for you out on the Instagram at HowWeFlow.Today by Monday, and also online at HowWeFlow.Today, our website for our community of HowWeFlow.Today. I want you to join our community centered around self-care, wellness, personal improvement, inspiration, the art of well-being, motivation, fitness, health, becoming your best self, living our best life, living our dream life, living the life of abundance, living the life God created us to live without those limiting mindsets and limiting beliefs, okay? Limiting belief systems that are embedded into us that people teach to us that maybe they didn't know how to get out of it either. But you can't get out of it. And when you get out of it, I want you to go back and teach the parents, go back and teach the siblings, go back and teach the friends how to do the same thing. And we're like a pebble in a pond, and we ripple out. It's the ripple effect. And we're rippling all this goodness out. We're going to change the world. It starts with you. It starts with me. It starts right here today. So here's some resources for you. 7 resources I shared today. Number 1, the growth mindset. The growth mindset. That'll be up there. Got to flip the switch on our mindset. Not the limiting mindset, but the growth mindset. Another one is about having better habits. Better habits can change everything in your life. Talk about the 21-90 rule. 21 days to form a habit, 90 days to make it a part of your everyday lifestyle. So let's do that. Number 3 resource, Unapologetically Me. How to be unapologetically yourself. Don't be apologizing for who you are. If you're being a good person. Now, if you're being a terrible person, you need to apologize, by golly. But if you're being who God called you to be and people don't like it, then that's on them. Say, I am me. You don't have to like it. Everyone's going to have an opinion. And I don't care about that, your opinion, because I know if God is satisfied with me, I'm satisfied. I'm unapologetically me. It took me some time to get to become that. It took me some time. I was a people pleaser for sure. But not anymore. That was in the past, right? I want you to get to that same place. And there's so much freedom in being in that place. So much freedom. And when you experience the freedom, you're never going back. Here's another one. Attitude is key. It's all about your attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. And also, yes, we want to have a positive attitude. And then sometimes terrible things happen in life. And I'm not saying you're going to be positive about the terrible thing, but what I am saying is it's all about how you respond to whatever is happening in your life. How are you going to respond to what's happening in your life? You're going to do the Eeyore, was it not Tigger? What's his name? Oh, poo. Woe is me. I'm Eeyore. Yeah, this thing happened. I'm so sad. Who also sounded much like Snuffleupagus on Sesame Street. Oh, Oscar. Oh, Bird. You call Big Bird Bird. Oh, Bird. This and that and blah, blah, blah. Or you're going to be the Elmo. Right? Like, hey, everybody, or somewhere in between. But attitude is key. if you start with a positive attitude, when bad things hit you, you already have some lifting up in your spirit already, right? So when it pushes down on you, it doesn't push you all the way down to the rock bottom. Even if it pushes you to rock bottom, you still have some buoyancy to bounce back up. And then when you're trusting God to get you through it, that's even better. But again, your attitude is key. That's another How We Flow Out Today resource. Attitude is key. Another one, how to work on being whole. You want to be whole. You want to be your best self, all facets of you. And this will help you with that. Another one we talked about is simple productivity. I got too much to do and not enough time to do it, is how I say it. But I probably should say I do. We all have the same 24 hours a day. Somebody's getting it done. How are they doing it? Whether you use this resource, simple productivity, or have some other productivity tools, it's important to have those tools in your toolkit. Your productivity tools. How am I going to do it? It's routines, tips, tools. All of that is in here in simple productivity. And you'll begin to see some advancements right away. We all have the same 24 hours a day. What are you doing with yours? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about my doggone self. What am I doing with mine? Why can't I get this done? Because I need a team? No. What about my own self? Yeah, I need a team. But in the meantime, what am I doing? What am I doing with my time? And how can I better spend it? What routines can I put in place that are going to help me even chip away at the tasks? Sometimes you look at a task like, oh, I'll get to that. And you don't do anything on it. You start to chip away at it a little bit, little by little. Then you'll start to see some progress. So that will help you with that simple productivity. And then finally, number 7 was this HowWeFlow.Today resource I have for you. It's called How to Stop Worrying What Other People Think of You. What other people think of you is none of your business. Say it again, Stephanie. What other people think of you is none of your business. The only thing, unless it's somebody you're loving and they love you. I want you to know that I love you and you love me, right? We're a happy family, Barney. Or if you love me, we'll just say something. But what other people think of you is none of your business. The only one you want to worry about what they think of you is what God thinks of you. Are you pleasing Him? Stop pleasing all these other people to your own detriment. When you're pleasing God, it's not going to be to your detriment. It might be a change for you. If you're not used to doing what He tells you to do or pleasing Him, you rather please yourself and not Him. You know, I think Pastor, you said it the other night. God's going to give you desires of your heart if your desires are His will for your life. And that's it. He will make your desires His desires. If you ask Him to, help me desire what it is that you want from me, Lord. Help me not desire these things that are not good for me. And that will help you think of yourself better. It will help you remember that God thinks these great things about you, which He already does, whether we believe it or not. And He knows that we're capable of doing what He'd have us to do. But when you keep worrying about what other people, I'm not talking about you or God, we worry about what other people think of you all day. Everybody got an opinion. And the more people that know you, the more opinions are out there. Some people might be in your face saying you're so great and behind your back saying, oh my gosh, did you see what they did? See what they said? What they get into this time? What was it that time? Again? When will they ever learn? So what they say? You work on yourself. I'm working on myself. And I care about what I think about myself and what God thinks about me. And that's all. That's it. So this resource is going to be very helpful. How to stop worrying what other people think of you. What other people think of you is none of your business. And I don't care how famous you are or how unknown you are. What other people think of you is none of your business. And if you're out there and you're messing up and they think that of you, then they think that of you. If you're out there and you're doing great and they think that of you, they think that of you. Whatever it is, it's none of your business. You got to look within yourself, say, and what I'm doing making me think well of myself? Is what I'm doing pleasing to God? And if it is, hooray, you're in the right place. If it's not, make the changes. And you can change immediately. Oh, it's going to be so hard. No, it's not going to be hard to change. It's not going to be hard to change. You just make the decision. Like, how did you decide what you're going to have for lunch? Because I didn't have lunch yet. But if you go look at the menu at your favorite restaurant of all the wonderful things you could choose from, then you decided what you wanted and you ordered it and then you got it. That's it. As simple as that. You make the switch as simple as that. I'm deciding what behaviors I'm going to embody. I'm going to decide right now what life I'm going to lead. I'm going to decide what I'm going to include in my life and what I'm going to exclude from my life. Just like you order off a menu and then they bring it to you. And then that's it. That's it. That's it. Stephanie, you try to make it sound so simple. It is so simple. It is us that make it so complicated. Why? Because we worry about what other people think of us and our decisions. Whose life is it and whose decisions are they to make about your life? You make your own decisions about your own life, and prayerfully they are in alignment with what God has for you and what he created you to do. What is your purpose in life? Are you achieving that purpose fully or partially because you still want to do some other stuff? So we have to take a hard look at ourselves. And it doesn't take any time to make a change in decision. Decide, boom, this is what I'm going to do. And I do it. This is what you say to yourself. This is what I'm going to do from now on. From now on, this is what I'm going to do. If you say, oh, starting after this weekend, I'm going to go buck wild this weekend, and then next Monday I'm going to do it. No, stop. You're holding yourself up. You're holding anybody else up that's connected to that destiny of yours. And it's unfair to you. It's unfair to them. And it's truly unfair to God. He'd be like, about doggone time. Well, God's not going to say that, but sorry, God, you won't say that. Don't say, my child, it's about time. I'm so glad you finally came here. Look at all those years you missed of having my perfect will. I don't know if that's God's voice, but I don't want to be out of his will, his perfect will for me. Because I know that if he created me and he created me for these wonderful experiences in my life, and I'm holding them up and dragging my feet and scuffing my shoes for years and years, then that's years and years I won't have the goodness, and you won't know it until you do it and you receive the good thing that he has for you. It's like, tag, I wish I would have done this 5 years ago. I wish I would have done this so many long years ago, right? Wasted all that time. You don't want to feel like you wasted the time. And he can redeem the time, give you extra time in life. But in the meantime, just start right now. Start today. Pick up the phone, make them changes, make calls, connect, do whatever it is. Stop this, stop that. Tell people this, tell people that. I'm going in a new direction. That's like they told my son on the interview, after his interview. We decided to go in a different direction with another candidate. Okay, fine. There's other jobs he can apply for. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much. Appreciate all the time that we had together. But I'm going to do what God said for me to do, and that's what it is. And so they may understand, they may not understand. They may fuss you out. They may be mad. They may bad talk you, whatever. But if you have this resource, how to stop worrying what other people think of you, then you too will no longer worry about that stuff. And I want you to get there. Come get there with me. I can't worry about what people think anymore. I spent too much time worrying about what people think. Keep me from doing stuff that I know is right for me. I'm not going to do that anymore. And us in the community, I don't want us to do that anymore. It just holds us back, okay? Gives the people too much power over you. When these people have power over you, they want to control you. They want to manipulate you. They want to do things that are well enough for them. It's well enough for them if you stay the way you are, because they'll continue to get what they've been getting. We talked about this before. But when you begin to change and do what's right for you, and it may eliminate them from your inner circle, they're going to be mad. Well, what does that mean? They mad? Oh, they big mad. Was the Obamas? They big mad. They're going to be big mad. Because, you was the cash cow. You was the one. You gave them the prominence. You gave them, whatever else you gave them. You know what that is. So you got to just know, okay, I got to stop worrying about what other people think of me. I'm just going to do what it is that I want to do even now. So I'm counting on you guys, okay? I'm counting on you. You guys got this thing. So that's the 7th resource. I'm going to have them posted up for you by Monday. And hey, take advantage of the ones that you feel that will fit in with what you're doing. I'll have some others coming up there too. So we'll continue to roll these out, because I don't just want to talk to you about it. I want to give you the actual process step-by-step process, the blueprint, the mind map, the checklist, the instructions on how to start making these changes for yourself. It would be irresponsible of me to tell you, oh, you can, I've done it and you can do it too. A lot of people do this on their platforms. I've done this. Hey, yeah, you can do it. All right, we'll talk to you next week about so-and-so. Okay, well, it's possible for me too. Great. I'm watching. But now I got to go figure out how to do it. I got to figure out where to find that, right? And so I'm not going to make you dig for it and find it yourself. I'm going to provide it for you. And that's what we do here, HowWeFlow.Today. All right, I got to go because my stomach is growling and it's been over an hour and I got to go. But to my person I'm speaking to specifically to help you here, I'm going to need you to get a message to me next time I'm in your place of business, because I cannot reach you at all. I just sent some emails this morning. See if your staff got them or resent to me. I think I forwarded some ones I sent before. So see if your staff got those on Thursday morning. But yeah, I don't know if you can reach me because I ain't heard nothing from you either. So who knows? There's a mess in the game. I always say there's a mess in the game. There's always something going on and they don't want you to have the good. So come on and get the good God has for you. And let's go all the way up to 2024. There's so much he's shown me that is coming your way. But you just got to make the connection. All right. All right. That's for the one person. And that's for everybody, really. Whatever connections God told you to go ahead and make, please just go make them. You're holding up your destiny and anyone connected to you's destiny as a result, and you're adding to your longstanding misery or partial misery in some of these other situations. Just let it go, my baby. Let it go, my baby. Darling, let that thing go. Let go. Ah. And please stop worrying about what other people think about you. That's none of your business. Everybody got an opinion, and they ain't going to be all good. Even if you're the best person ever, some people still going to hate you. The happiness haters are uniting again. They're trying to block you from your blessings. Don't let it happen. You got to override. You got to override button. Override. Hit that button. And that's it. And don't look back. Okay, I'm done talking. Love you so much. Mwah. God bless you. Love, hearts. You can't see them. I'm doing it. Hearts, hugs, and pats. You might be able to hear the pats. I'm rocking, hugging, hearting, loving, and sending you all that good feeling today. It's February 1st. We're in the month of love. If you love me, won't you say something? What was the other one I had? Put it on the video on, was it Tuesday? Ooh, boy, I love you so. That's by Rose Royce. Never am I ever gonna let you go. Once I got my hands on you. So that is one of the older songs they don't play. Great love songs. They don't play them on the radio anymore. Ooh, boy, I love you so. Never am I ever gonna let you go. I hope you feel the same way too. And then the other one was, I think I shared Heat Wave. Which one was it? Oh, Firecracker. Can't seem to get enough of you. Get enough firecracker. So good. So good. So good. It's gonna be so good. All right. So I hope you guys are experiencing or will experience or plan to experience and give or receive really great loving, kind exchanges this month, okay? You know, for me, Valentine's Day has just been another daggum day for the last, I don't even know how many long decades. So maybe I'll send some Valentines out, or at least hopefully I'll get one. But I hope you guys do too. And listen, keep telling others about the How We Flow Out Today community. And I want you to really engage in it. So once I get these things up, it's going to be on and popping. We'll continuously improve ourselves with these amazing resources as we are moving through the 2024 year. Also, we didn't get to talk about it. We will talk about it in the next video. You're supposed to do with me setting up 10 goals for February, 10 monthly goals for February through November of this year. And the first goal, I inserted one that I wanted you all to use. And we'll talk about what that is in my next video. That we want to make sure that we are following that. If you look at my last video, 2 videos ago from this, you'll see what that is. But we'll talk about that again in our next video encounter. Love you so much. God bless you. I'll see you soon. I got to get some lunch and I'll check you out on the other side. Hey, I'll be back in the traffic center Friday morning for all of you wonderful listeners at V103 with Larry Tinsley, 5 a.m., 6 to 10, Big Ticker Morning Show with Jazzy McBee, and also 12 noon with Danny B. Some traffic on V103, Sports Radio 92.9 The Game, Dylan Matthews, The Morning Shift, and even the Steakhouse with Steak Shapiro coming up there on the best sports radio in Atlanta. And also on the Rashad Ritchie Morning Show on News and Talk 1380 WAOK, the voice of the community. And also with the lovely, talented, and sweetest lady ever, Jen Hobby, on the new Star 94.1. So if you're not in Atlanta, you can still listen to my reports on the Odyssey app. Download the Odyssey app, AUDACY, or go to Odyssey.com and listen live from anywhere around the world. Just search for Atlanta, search for V103, 92.9 The Game, WAOK 1380 AM, and 94.1, the new Star 94 Atlanta. All right, I'll check you guys out. Love you so much. So much to talk about. Can't wait to chat. Send me a note. Write a message for me so I can get it next time I come to your place of business, and I will look forward to it. All right, you guys, be safe, stay connected, and let's keep flowing. How you flowing today? By golly. All right. Oh boy, I love you so.